What if I told you I could read your mind, right here, right now? No crystal ball, no magic tricks, just a little bit of science. Stick with me, because we're about to put that to the test.
Okay, let's do this. I need you to join me in a quick little experiment. For this to work, you've really got to focus and follow my instructions to the letter. Ready?
All right, first things first. I want you to think of a country that starts with the letter D. Got one locked in your head? Good. Now, take the second letter of that country's name, and with that letter, I want you to think of an animal that starts with that second letter. You got it? Lock it in.
Okay, here comes the moment of truth. I am willing to bet that you are thinking of an elephant from Denmark. So, did I get it? If I did, don't freak out. You're not alone. About 90% of people who try this think of the exact same two things. So how does it work? Well, it's not mind reading. It's a cognitive shortcut your brain takes. See, our brains are kind of lazy. They latch onto the most obvious, easily available information. And for most of us, Denmark and elephant are just the first things that pop into our heads. And that's really what this is all about. It's psychology. Your brain loves to follow predictable patterns and take shortcuts, usually without you even noticing. And today, we're going to break down 7 of these psychological tells, little tricks that can help you read people, understand them better, and yeah, sometimes even predict what they're thinking.
Let's kick things off with a classic. Ever had that feeling, that little gut instinct that someone might be lying to you? Well, the first place you should look for clues is their eyes. So pay really close attention to where their eyes go when you ask a question. If their eyes dart up into their left, they're likely reaching into their memory banks, pulling up a real event. But if they look up and to their right, they might be tapping into their creative center, literally making up a story on the spot. So if you ask, "Where were you last night?" and their eyes go right, their brain might just be in full-on fiction writing mode.
Now, here's a huge disclaimer. This is not 100% proof. Psychology is all about probabilities and patterns, not hard and fast rules. Think of it as a clue in your investigation, not the final verdict.
Next up, let's talk about hands. You know, people can control their face, they can choose their words, but our hands, they're like little windows to our true feelings. They are incredibly hard to control consciously, which makes them one of the most honest parts of the body.
If you see someone with their arms folded tight, that's a classic defensive barrier. Fidgeting, tapping, playing with a pen, that screams nervousness or maybe just boredom. But open hands with palms visible, that's a great sign. It signals confidence, comfort, and honesty.
Okay, on to the smile. We see dozens, maybe hundreds of smiles every day. But let's be real, not all of them are genuine. Most are just social grease. So how can you tell a real smile from a fake one?
A real, genuine smile, what scientists call a Duchenne smile, is all about the eyes. It's a full-face commitment. It creates those little wrinkles, the crow's feet, right at the corners of the eyes. A fake smile, that's just a mouth movement. It's quick, and the eyes are totally checked out.
So next time someone smiles at you, look right past their lips and into their eyes. That's where you'll find the real story.
This next one is one of my absolute favorites because it's so unexpected. We're all so busy looking at people's faces for clues that we forget to look down. But the real secret to what a person wants is often hidden in their feet.
It's actually super simple. If someone's feet are pointed towards you while you're talking, it means they're engaged, they're present, they're interested in the conversation. But if their feet are pointing away from you, maybe towards the door or another group of people, that's a huge subconscious sign that they want to leave. Their mouth might be smiling, but their body is already heading for the exit.
Now let's zoom back in on the face, but this time, let's really focus on the lips. These tiny little movements, what we call micro-expressions, can give away hidden emotions before a single word is even spoken. You see someone with tightened, pursed lips? Could be stress or fear. If they pull their lips in so they disappear, they might be holding something back. Biting their lip, they're probably distracted or disinterested. And if they keep touching their face or their lips, that's a classic self-soothing gesture, a dead giveaway that they're feeling uneasy or trying to hide something.
All right, we're moving on to another subtle but super powerful cue, how someone moves their head. You see, it's not if they nod that matters most, but how they nod. The speed is everything. If someone is nodding along at lightning speed, like a bobblehead in an earthquake, they might not be as engaged as you think. It's often a polite, nonverbal way of saying, okay, let's wrap this up. But a slight tilt of the head to the side, that's pure gold. It's a massive sign of curiosity and genuine interest. And for our final technique, this one is all about timing. I call it the truth test, and it's a simple but incredibly effective way to get a sense of someone's honesty.
Think of it like this. The brain is a computer. When you ask a simple question, a truthful answer is like opening a file that's already on the desktop. It's instant, it's easy. But a lie? That's like asking the computer to write a whole new piece of software from scratch. It takes time. The brain has to invent the story, check for plot holes, and you'll notice that lag. That little hesitation is the sound of a lie being manufactured in real time.
So, what does all this add up to? It's this. The real conversation, the one that's actually happening between two people, is almost never just about the words. Your job isn't to play detective and catch someone in a single eye flick. It's to be an observer, to look for patterns in their behavior over time.
This says it all, doesn't it? People can learn to lie very convincingly with their words. But their bodies tell the truth. Our job is to learn how to read that silent, honest language.
So, now that you've got these tools, now that you can see beyond the words, who are you going to observe first? The people you work with? Your family? The world is full of fascinating people, and now you have a brand new lens to see them through. Happy people watching.